Xavier Ashford played along with Skylar's husband's introduction. Skylar's university friend, Aria Delacroix, a talented pianist and music teacher. Xavier let out a faint chuckle. "Ah, Miss Delacroix." He extended his hand in what seemed like a polite, gentlemanly gesture, though his eyes carried an unreadable glint. Around them, the wealthy men in attendance exchanged knowing glances, some filled with curiosity, others with envy. Someone teased, "Attorney Ashford, you're quite lucky today." Aria, unaccustomed to such attention, felt her face heat up despite trying to appear composed as she extended her hand. His palm brushed hers briefly before he let go, a charming smile still resting on his lips. "Miss Delacroix, care for a round of golf?" Without waiting for her reply, he turned towards the course, making it clear she was expected to follow. Aria had no choice but to trail behind him. Behind them, Talon gripped his golf club tightly, his expression dark and stormy. Xavier Ashford seemed to be in a good mood, showing no impatience when Aria admitted she didn't know how to play. "I'll teach you." His words carried an unmistakable undertone, and the men nearby exchanged amused glances. Aria wasn't naive. Xavier's willingness to be close to her signified one thing: he didn't like Talon. Standing in front of him, Aria let Xavier guide her arms and adjust her posture from behind. The hem of her sports shorts barely brushed mid-thigh, and her slender legs were pressed lightly against him. She could feel the heat emanating from his body, and her cheeks flushed crimson. "Miss Delacroix, focus." His voice was low, his lips brushing lightly against her ear. It sounded almost like a lover's whisper. Aria froze momentarily as Xavier guided her hands and swung the club, sending the ball soaring through the air. Applause erupted from the onlookers, their flattery shameless and excessive. "Attorney Ashford and Ms. Delacroix make quite the team. It's all thanks to Attorney Ashford's expert guidance. One more swing, Attorney Ashford, and you'll sink it right into the hole." Such remarks were commonplace among men like these, spoken without the slightest hesitation. Aria's face turned a deeper shade of red. Xavier chuckled softly near her ear again. "Shall we go for another round, Ms. Delacroix?" With effortless skill, Xavier sank the ball into the hole on his next swing. The crowd applauded once again, Xavier's handsome face glowing with charm and confidence. Aria felt her heart flutter. Though she had come here intending to charm him, it felt as though he was the one effortlessly in control. She had an intuition. If Xavier Ashford wanted to seduce someone, 95% of women wouldn't be able to resist him. During the break, Aria sat beside Xavier. He didn't speak much to her, mostly engaging in business discussions with others. Aria tried her best to please him, handing him drinks, offering towels. Xavier accepted everything naturally without much reaction. Skylar noticed and pulled Aria aside into the restroom. "Honestly, Aria, I didn't expect Attorney Ashford to be this reserved yet flirtatious. He's always been so proper at other gatherings." Skylar hesitated before adding, "Just don't fall too deep. A man like him won't marry someone like you, especially with Talon in the picture." Aria smiled faintly. "I'm not that naive, Skylar. At most it's physical. I know where I stand." Skylar seemed reassured. But as they were about to leave, Talon barged into the restroom, his face dark with anger.